He's one of those guys, just loves the big stage. I'm sure that he is really going to relish in the fact that the crowd will be giving it to him. He'll have to overcome some adversity playing in front of his old home crowd. The defensive assignment on Trice. Kick it. Trying to get Adam Gibson on the same page and eventually getting some tension. Buford at the top of the key. Shot clock to single digits here. Not a lot of the offense for Brisbane. Kick it with 4 to play against Loud. Dumps it to Buford. Needs to get it off quickly. Good down here from the Tigers. Brisbane from getting a good shot away.
John, you called it. That's just great defense. Hands went able to switch, do what they need to do, and a tough shot for Brisbane. Really didn't get into that quick enough.
In their offense, score. We've got some breaking news regarding the Titans recruit Michael Carrera as well. We'll get to that in just a moment. Couple of balls. Catch it. It's turned as an open scoring. That's the first decent possession by either of those teams. And had to jack one up with the shot clock winding down, and then a turnover on the second possession for Cairns. Finally, we get a bucket. Here's Buford, the leading scorer for Brisbane this year, averaging 16 a game, in top 10 in the NBL. Just marches down low, has his way with the D to open Brisbane's account.
Well, that's where you have to watch out with that pick and roll, and that's what they're able to do with Buford. Just had that little bit of a hesitation, and that's where he's got to double hard and get the ball out of his hands.
Certainly one of the best players we've seen in the NBL this season, Buford. He's loud and rolling, getting to the baseline, doesn't convert. Continues to rebound as well. Scoring, Buford. Kick it, tries. Shot clock a single digit tries. To the play to the lane. Comes up with the goods. There are so many good point guards in this league, and the last possession I was about to say there's so many good 3-men. This league is absolutely Edward may have traveled next to the referee Michael Chris Reed and Mark Mill.
There's one thing in both teams. They both run offense. They're both very drilled. They will get the ball from one side to the other, and they're always looking to attack at the negative of what the defense is. That's something both coaches are very good at.
By Edward and his man wants to penetrate. Carey got him in the air. He's Gibson from outside. Overfield. It stops out to the advantage of Buford. So to keep it alive, but Buford worked baseline. Thought about the dunk. Edward with enough to worry him out of the points. Round number 4 quarters. Gibson Smith. Let's put on the zone. He goes to work. Draws a foul. He's off to the free throw.
That's aggressive for Scoochie, and I like what he's thinking. He's getting into the seams there, try and lay it up. You see him, he's got Buford on his hip just enough. Not a lot of much Trice could do, but he was there. Good run by Loughton. I like Scoochie Smith when he's aggressive.
Finish that block out, done.
So Scoochie Smith on the free throw line. Down the first. 34 to 43. 9%. More than any other player for Cairns. Get the back end, however. Brisbane with a chance to build on this single point lead at the moment. Trice in traffic, had it knocked away by Glidden, and will restart. But I alluded to the fact that there's some breaking news regarding the Titans. Michael Carrera and the Cairns Titans have parted ways. His ankle injury that he suffered earlier this season is a little more serious than first thought, and he has been released. The Taipans presumably on the lookout now for a tough scenario, but then Scoochie Smith lost control. Then look at the hustle from Buford. Tries to support. Possession elimination arrow is going to be with Brisbane.
One person that would consider himself a possibility would be Jerry Evans Jr. I mean, he has been playing like he is playing for a job. He went from just plugging up the holes and doing what was necessary to trying to exploit mismatches. Just looking like he had a little extra pop, like he heard a whisper that they weren't going to keep Pereira, and he's playing for a gig.
Yeah, look, I got to be honest and say, when I heard he was out for 8 weeks, I was even surprised that they said they would. Well, I don't think they actually said they would. They were surprised they didn't go straight away. And saying that as well, I don't know if that's enough, Steve. Like, I like him. I like what he gives them.
To kick it. Want to go back to Holt. They'll put a stop to it. 7 on the shot clock. Kick it, Randy got loud. Battle between the two good men there. And Bugle work. 4-1 on the shot clock. Comes up with the finish. Brisbane 6.
You saw him miss that layup. We tried to dunk it. His first step, super explosive.
Speaking of throws one down in a beautiful pass off an on-ball screen.
I heard Mitch McCarron on radio here in Cairns today promoting the game, telling everyone to celebrate it. He's up there to the bargain. Just beyond the back line. Gets it back. In confidence, McCarron. Gets the draws it back.
All right, Brad, I can understand why you would say they need more as an import, but the way that Cairns play, they might be the team. If you throw an import in there trying to get his numbers or maybe not on the same page as the Cairns Taipans are, this team is playing extremely well.
Yeah, that's a great point. And you are right, when an import comes in that to play under the Eric Byrne system. We've spoken about that so many times. Oh, it's a tough one. That's why I'm here. And make that decision.
Taipans have scored the last 5 points here to retake the lead. Kick it down low. Working on Edwards. Good punch right. That's a game.
Back into the game. Be back in a couple of weeks' time.
Loudon hands over Glidden, being patient, goes back to Loudon, working baseline, can't convert, kick at the rebound. Now tries. Young on the floor for Brisbane. Tries. Loudon puts his foot down. Beats Holt, got a wide open look, can't convert, loose ball, scores the Bugle. Tries on Glidden, works inside. Glidden complaining that he took one to the chops initially. Referees didn't see it that way.
And that's the shot they just need. When there's a nice drive like that, Travis Triton gets it to his import, right on the wing, wide open. That's what they need from him to be able to drop.
You just get the feeling that with Travis Buford, Stephen Holt, he gets a little bit lost, and that's what that point that I'm making about. If you get another import, is he going to change the chemistry of the team? Because it looks like Stephen Holt just hasn't found where his role is.
You're right, he doesn't look does he? There's no question he was starting and stopped without a consistent. He's come out and had that one decent game, and since then he's just sort of playing that role and just doesn't do it.
The former Cairns player. Shot makes it work, it's waved away. Somewhat surprisingly, the continuation won't count. Side ball.
Now watch this one. The foul occurs there. It's one of those, could go either way, but I tell you what, if he wasn't struggling, that would have counted. That's just the way it is, isn't it? I mean, if you're struggling, that never counts. If you're rolling,
Starter on the floor. Brisbane Bullets. He wants pressure up the floor. Slow scoops and skip down to Jerry Evans. An open initially. Andrew Lemon.
Play at the ball, so that's been called an unsportsmanlike.
See, that's the unsportsmanlike that I like. They're trying to protect the player. He's vulnerable. He's just standing there waiting to just get hit in the chops. And they're trying to cut down on those really serious unsportsmanlike fouls when they don't go for the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve.
They do 77% from the free throw line, 10 of 13.
It's been since Nate July's been out. Obviously with Nate, he's such a big presence, and so even though those few minutes that he played in that first game dominated,
They love him because even when Nate comes back, he won't have any trouble slowing into different role. Aaron's done a great job with him, and sure, he is capable of doing a lot more, but that's his role on this team.
He's top 10 in the league in offensive rebounding and block shots, and that brings a lot to the Taipans. Aaron Hyatt has been good of late. Connected on that occasion. It's over to Sean Bruce. Durangi. Gibson. Small ball lineup here from Brisbane. Durangi. Holds some work to do. Bruce steps inside, switches with support on both wings here. Wants to go solo. Bruce on the retreat. Good enough to worry him out of the points in that point. And David Hyatt to beat. Well, they got enough to prevent him from scoring as well. Hyatt. Edward. Baseline Evans against Tarangi. Done taking the shot. Nichols off to the free throw line.
well, that's just great transition offense there by Cairns. They were able to get the stop down the other end. Good defense by Succi. Hold him to a tough shot. Then they came down, high-low action, beautiful there. And there's Steve's man right there, but he misses the three-point play.
I love him. You know, the truth is, you could say that is Steve invested in him or what?
Is he on your fantasy league?
No, he's not, but I should pick him up. Let's not, well, we can mention that a little bit later.
So far, and maybe even better tomorrow night. We've got a great clash coming your way.
Coming up tomorrow night, the 36ers got the job done on their home court against the Breakers last week, knocking the Kiwis from top spot. Back what's theirs, and they ain't taking no prisoners.
DJ Newville and one.
Tomorrow, 5:30.
There was Adelaide 95 and Twitter 92, a three-point thriller, and they clashed last Sunday. Adelaide appeared to have it under control and never moved hard on the offensive end, and New Zealand really made them work for it. It's an important game for Adelaide. New Zealand sitting on the ladder 10-4.
That's tough. And we're chatting before the game. Johnny made a really good point about Adelaide looked a little bit lost last year. They had Jerome Randall to throw the ball into his hands late in the game, late in the shot situation. And I think that is a really good point, because you can play team basketball, but at some point you need a guy that wants the ball at the end of the game. Everybody knows it. It's no surprise. He'll make the big
Here we go. Defense. Everybody, defense.
I want to see what Jesus does.
Defense.
He has been playing so well in 100 games, so McCarron, he'll be called, not on him, but that's the foul. Good defense there, and Stephen Holt not having his way tonight at all, Steve.
No, I mean, that was just one of those non-confident putbacks that he misses. That long body up there trying to get a piece of the pass, mirroring the ball, and of course, he's everyone.
Trice, Young, Holt, Jervis, and Tarangi.
Just go back on Jared Weeks, of course, he's What a persistent player. You know, you look at his with Sydney.
Wide open. Very important call in this lineup.
Back onto the floor like we trying to break this jump. Comes up with his first points to do just that.
Well, speaking of guys who are playing well, he's averaging close to 10 minutes a game in the last 6 or 7 games. And even when he was with New Zealand, had big minutes and big points. Love what he's doing for Brisbane.
McCarron off the mark, Kickett snatches the rebound. Well over 90 seconds left in this opening quarter. The Bullets just 9 points so far. Here's Kickett from outside the three-point line, and he comes up with their second long-range bomb.
He is absolute money. And his last shot just rimmed out. He's one of those guys, if he misses, he doesn't miss by much. He needs to take more shots.
Couldn't agree more, Steve. Penetrating unsuccessful. He throws it down for Trice. Good fight back from Brisbane. Scored 6 unanswered points here, and Trice puts his shoulder down, draws a foul on High. Third team foul on Cairns in this quarter. As High gets his first personal.
What we've just seen in the last possession is they were getting much offensively. Bang, bang, they hit 2 threes, they get a stop, and now they play that offense again.
Trice is the guy that makes things happen for him.
Baseline, switch to rank, same spot. This time unsuccessfully. It's like the last 2 seconds of this opening quarter. It's leading by 3. It's been led by 4. Between these teams this season. Gibson. 5 weeks. He's thought about that.
That's someone that understands and watches the scheme. Made sure as soon as Kickett had him, closed him out, and then they were able to get into the on-ball, and he was very aggressive. Great defense.
Turnover for Brisbane in this opening quarter. Taipans with 3 in that category. Shot clock, some 2 seconds inside the game clock as we head toward quarter time. Now, Brisbane is 9. Brisbane will be close to this. Wicks gets the double team. Needs to get busy. Numbers on the shot clock. Around Fraser and Gibson. Back to right now. Over. They 3 Evans with a long 3. Good work. The ball trickles out of court.
Their Christmas party here, over 450 members in attendance.
Home court advantage.
So the argument, so what's happening here is Cairns are arguing because they're like, hang on, this is not a timeout, so why does Brisbane get a play?
Please restrict your movement along the sides of the court to where
Well, they've kept Brisbane at 12 points so far, the Taipans. This year. The teams that have done here, Melbourne will be last, 16 points.
Happy with what Andre said, we couldn't pick it up. But he certainly said something, Andre, and said there's no need for that, don't be talking like that. I think he was saying, I can't believe it that they give Hungry Jacks away when we get 2 free throws missed on the road.
Well, something similar. Well, there's going to be 1.8 on the clock here, so plenty of time for a catch and shoot. Invariably, it will come to nothing. And moving to rank right in front of him. The opening quarter to Rangi. Brisbane team, they scored 70, 16 less than their season average. When Sydney were here, they were kept at 13 less than their average. When Illawarra were here, they were kept at 21 less than their season average. New Zealand, 13 less than their season average, and one on the buzzer with the last shot. Adelaide were kept at 8 under their season average. That's substantial numbers. They were able to close down their opposition here at home.
And the way it's going right now, Brisbane's going to be as a total for their win.
Those coaches, they're doing everything they can to play on the sideline with everyone.
Let's make lots of noise here.
For a second now, so this needs to be swift. Durant could kick it.
Just their defensive strategy, they stick to it. Brad, you touched upon it earlier about the scouting report. These guys, they are attention to detail. Every one of them is focused.
Couldn't agree more except for that offensive play with those Aaron Curtis, coach. I know there's a lot of people out there that, say that he doesn't let players play and do what they do naturally. But that's what's made them so successful. Run his plays and run what they do.
12 points from Brisbane equals the lowest scoring first quarter in the NBL this season. Travis tries, trying to get that offense going here. Knocks down the 2. 1 point.
Better offense. Travis Trice, beautiful pull up to his right.
Firing unsuccessfully. McCarron kick it, a long rebound, and hands off the Trice once more. Now kick it ready to go from the 3-point line. He's short on time. Grabs the rebound. High. At the moment. 4 of their original 5. And Ruben Tarang Evans off the mark. Grabbing the rebound there, Damon High, but illegally.
That's a pushing foul. Number 6, David High. His second personal foul. First.
Buford, not just on that end of the floor, going to the glass.
Very good. Ben Cinnamon. Very good. This is Pixar's Coco.
Long and explosive.
Happy Anthem Boxing Day. Showing only with Ben Cinnamon.
Checks out. Here it'll have that assignment.
Gibson gets it back from kick it. Tom Curtis on Evans. Played it Buford athletically, but unsuccessful. This is 50. You get a chance for the time bounce here. 90 seconds done. Turn number 2, Weeks. To get the 2.
Well, great offensive transition again. He was able to get it to Jared Weeks on the wing. Down, but he's just too quick, Jared Weeks, and goes to the basket.
Gibson with the ball carrying duties for kick it. Hands over to Buford. Trice almost trying to occupy the same space on the floor. Shot clock at 4. Now Buford going solo. Elevates against Glidden. Use a friendly roll for Perrin Buford.
Very lucky bounce. But I tell you what, when you're playing well, you get those bounces.
So you're saying Stephen Holt wouldn't have got that bounce?
Not a chance.
Evans gets it from McCarron. Looks like he's through against Jervis. Rolling to the
Great pass by Nana Edwards.
Just playing within himself. Hustling, making hard cuts, but they got it.
Caught it short. McCarron the rebound. Now off the ball, Jervis is down. And the foul's going to be called on Tom Jervis, remembering he did foul out when these teams played back in round
3. Better cut, better finish. Overplayed out on the perimeter. Great spacing as the contact by Jarvis.
Throw him down. One of those tall, lanky guys, all elbows. You know you've been in a game when you've played against him.
Good pressure up the floor from Brisbane. They've got 4 on the shot clock now, Cairns, but they did get a high percentage play. Edwards swinging off the rim. He's got 8 points to lead all scorers.
Cans are playing extremely basketball. The thing is, you know, you sit there and watch style of play. They are all really looking to throw that extra pass. They've got good spacing, and they have a lot of confidence in one another. They're going to be back to ranking.
Just a little more lead and chill, and good deep from Jerry Evans forces the error.
Well, it's the energy. That's what you want when players are coming on. I mean, right now, Kansas bench, they're ranking third in scoring at just under 30 points a game. Last week against Melbourne, they were tremendous spark with Evans Jr. and Jared Wicks tonight.
They've had 30 plus on the bench in the last 9 games. These days, in age, Hungry Jacks NBL. Working out of court. Hands will restart.
That's just makes a guy make a turnover with his defensive pressure, but those are the things that aren't so obvious. He just makes it an extra effort, going for the ball, forces the turnover, forces the deflection off of Brisbane.
Garrett Bart on the shot clock. He looks up. Just the time as well against it. Evans took the dribble. Comfortable, can't complete it. Buford the rebound. Jervis off and running. First man up the floor. Holt likewise. They opened up for Buford, but good D from Evans. And on the baseline, flipping it in, Stephen Holt. His first score after missing his opening 4 shots. Get up the floor quickly. Putting pressure on the Brisbane D. Cam Glidden bounces off Jervis, feeds McCarron against Tarangi with a left hand. Won't convert, puts it on. Edwin got a piece of it, but Trice has got Buford in support here. Hard to stop in this situation. Weak side, one of the ball. Referee Chris Reed calls it down nonetheless.
I'm getting the feeling that's clear.
Jared Weeks is not one to complain a lot. It's a tough angle. Here we see it. Jared Weeks comes in front of him. Oh, that looked clean.
That's all ball. Look clean. Are you kidding me? That is clean. He didn't get him with anybody, and he got his hand on top of the ball. I come up here with hands every week. I feel like they do. We're the underdog.
Well, Buford to the free throw line, 30 of 47 at 64% this season. Seen some great players in the NBL come out of Alabama. Springs to mind, maybe my favourite player of all time.
We all know who you're talking about too. Can you play against James? I really didn't look forward to playing.
Diamondbacks, 3-by-1 with Snake in the second. Here's Evans against Gibson. The away pass. He's did a good job on the retreat.
That's just exactly what he's been doing for a number of weeks. John mentioned earlier. Now he's going to go hard to the basket.
Dragging on the retreat, can't get out of the way. He's called for the foul and free throws to come. Taipans 7 of 9 from the free throw line so far. Brisbane 2 of 2.
You often hear the expression, be aggressive, get to the rim. More specifically, push the break, explore your options, be under control. And when a guy isn't shooting the basketball well, like Mitch McCann wasn't, this is what he's done for the last month. Put himself into the game.
And that's a great point you make, Steve. Everyone talks about that second-year syndrome. When you've played a year in the league, now people know what you can do. And he's doing something that crashing the glass. He did it okay last year, but not like he's doing it here. And he's rebounding this one up another level. And he's getting a big chance to check out right now.
What about your second year in the league, Steve? Your first year in the league, 1986 with Hobart, you averaged 33 points a game. Second year, 23 points a game. Did they figure you out?
No, they didn't figure me out. The step that you left off case was the leagues compared from the first year to the second year. We have Paul Stanley, and I had something to do with him averaging 35 points a game and 50%.
1987 season. In fact, Steve Carpino's 5 years in the NBL. He led the league in steals every year. Not a bad record, and assists 4 out of the 5.
Surprised, man. I had a water here just a little while ago. Steve, is that gone?
Slight of just imagine Steve Scarafino. There's 5 on the shot clock. I saw Bruce, they left him alone. He didn't get enough on the layup, but Holt keep them alive.
Bruce, but unfortunately he snuffed the layup, and then Holt looked like he was going to get the offensive rebound that set it up all the time.
It's been called 4:41 left on the clock. On Saturday night in round 10, it's a doubleheader, and it's going to be good.
Saturday night, put your kicks up and settle in for back-to-back games of hoop. First up, the Bullets have been teasing that they're the team about to break out. So let's see if they can take that step in the jungle against the Wildcats.
Hold on, he got the steal. Watch out!
Then the Hawks need to straighten up their season.
Now Conger on the break. Walker didn't save.
But United got a statement to make of their own.
Uh-oh, the big jam.
Wildcats, Bullets, 5:30. Then Hawks, United, 7:30.
Oh, it's a shocking draw for the Brisbane Bullets. They play here in Cairns on Thursday night. They're expected to front up again in Perth on Saturday. They've got 9 games in December, 7 on the road. And the Hawks against Melbourne. Well, the Hawks, when they were in Melbourne, were under man. No Ogilvie, no Conger. I think they've got a little something waiting for Melbourne United.
And I think that, there are a lot of dangerous teams. And there are a lot of dangerous players. There's one of them right there. Mr. Cairns playing great basketball. But Rocky Clark, he is. Imagine him coming at you. And, okay, she talks about hearing things. Mark says, because he can shoot the ball at a quick release. And he can finish with the ball at
Be able to say that to him.
And then Evans couldn't clean up the two either. Bruce moves off. Fires the three, knocks it down. They're back to within 5.
That will do a world of good for his confidence. Even though he made that,
Smith rejected. Met upstairs by Perrin Buford and said, not tonight. Holt over the game, but shares it with Bruce. Scoochie Smith decides to none of 3. Just 4 points. So often, Cam Glidden, the captain of the Taipans, is the barometer. If he plays and scores, he doesn't. He's to 6 in the game.
So, John, you're so right. They are 18-1 when he does that. I mean, that's just unbelievable stats.
Taking the lead here. They've scored the last 6 points. 9 in the second quarter. That situation.
to be covered by who was guarding.
Be in sync at the moment. Buford, a pass trying to thread the needle, knocked down by Scoochie Smith.
Now I've got a philosophy. You guys are talking about the Cam Glidden thing. It's a nice.
Checks in for Jerry Evans Jr.
Glidden's not a take it, late in the shot clock, create things really super fancy, hitting tough shots over defense. He is a product of their system. When their system is working well, he gets 20. Because they're playing well as a team.
Shot clock. 8th offensive rebound for Brisbane. That is killing Cairns at the moment. First score.
Well, that's just poor defense. He's just allowed middle and he just can't get one up the middle. That's his second block and now lazy defense. He needs to pick up here.
Well, pass is picked off by Glidden. Not a lot of support ahead of him though, so he slows it down and waits for the time pants to reset. Loud, top of the key, finds over short. Another rebound, his sixth in the game. Six rebounds so far. Shot clock rolls to three. Short on the shot clock, knows he has good pressure. Good pressure, a battle of defense Brisbane and McCarron, as he's done all season, leading Cairns.
Yeah, you said battle of defense there, Case. That's exactly what it is. Brisbane have come out after that last time out and really lit up the ante there on the defensive end. Cairns are just not reacting.
Young. It's play. Shot clock works for 10 for the Bullets. Guarded by McCarron with a height advantage. Likes his chances, gets down low, close to the hoop, short arm. That's the rebound. Scored by the overall tally of Brisbane.
He needed one to drop as well. Great drop there. It's his first basket of the game.
On his back, Queens Gibson gets it right over. Adam Gibson comes up with his first points.
That's what Gibson. He's just looking over the coach there saying, do you want me to foul? Let's see what he does.
Bullets by three. As Loughton beats Scoochie Smith. Reluctant to shoot. Now against Bruce.
Well, that's up. Steps out of bounds. Just needs to be able to get a shot. Now, Andre Lamamps is going to call a timeout, and there it is there, just puts his foot back.
3.6 seconds on the clock.
Sorry, my correction. I thought he called a timeout. He's got his whiteboard in his hand. Looked like he was going to call something, but he won't.
Well, Bruce needs to get busy with weeks on the retreat. That's a good look. Time passer, but Bridges are going to be
able to close this thing out. Brisbane's had struggle close games out. Now that man with the ball in his hands right now is a player that's capable of doing it.
Price 4 points, 3 assists. Needs to get busy. That's a tough shot. Open the second half. But he's equal to it, and Brisbane's got their biggest lead of the game.
Well, that's one man that is comfortable in this arena and he loves it. You know he wants to go against Scoochie as well. It's been very well documented up here this week, or today in the paper as well, with about Scoochie and about Travis Trice, so they'll look at going at each other in the second half.
Egwu against Jervis, feeds McCarron, rolling into the paint, double team. They left Loughton alone. Now that's a dangerous thing to do. Loughton can't connect, not on this occasion. They've missed 10 threes in a row here in the Taipans. They're certainly overdue.
You see Alex Loughton, it's their first three of the game, 1 and 10, and here they go, the Cairns Taipans. Sportsmanlike foul has been called on Tom Jervis. You can just see it, he's throwing Nana Egwu to the floor. We'll see if we can get another copy of that. Here it is here, let's have a look. Oh my God.
That is the worst flop we've seen all year long.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I was trying my hardest to go a whole game without complaining about the inconsistency of this flop madness. Look at this. They get a little tangled up. Even the home crowd is kind of as they look at the replay on the screen.
Have they just reversed this?
I think they've called a double foul. Try and confirmation of that. Or maybe Brenner Edwards found been assessed on him for poor acting because it was pretty bad. No, we're going to take free throws. So Nana Egwu goes to the stripe. Just picks up his first personal, which is third personal to Jervis. Restricted his minutes here in the first half. I mean, Jervis only played 8 minutes 12 in the first half. 2 fouls, and now that's not going to improve the situation. Or the demeanour of Andre Lamar in his 300 game as coach.
Well, those ones go in a close game and you're trying to stay in touch. Brisbane on the road and Cairns, we know, plays so well. Not only do they not go down and score, they've hit 2 free throws and now get an opportunity to score again. Could potentially be a 6 or 7-point turnaround.
Overdue, by Gibson, and on the shot clock is with Karen, feeds Scoochie Smith, now back to Smith, he fires the 3. Looks for opportunity for the timeouts. He fires the 3. One of the joint of the and then Jervis just holds Scoochie Smith out of the equation, having trouble reeling it in, eventually does. Adam Gibson, Jervis, right, who takes on Loud. Foul heavily, so it should be an unsportsmanlike foul. Can't get any love from the referees.
His hand saying, why isn't that unsportsmanlike? But there's no unsportsmanlike there. Good foul. Made sure he didn't get it off. Great pass by Adam Gibson. Well done from Tom Jervis as well. He could be frustrated there looking at referees and complaining, but he ran the lane hard, did his job, and goes down and shoots too.
See, as a player, you know, that was a horrible foul. But as a player, you got to leave that behind and not just expect them to make up, we should get one like that. Just leave that behind as a player and try and get this thing done.
Free throw shooter Tommy Jervis. He's 25-27 this season. That's both top 5 in the NBL. This is Brisbane back in front by 2.
Yes, the thing about that case is he wasn't a great foul shooter when he came into the league.
He's worked hard. Now one of the best. 4 on the shot clock. Andrew against Jervis playing with 3 fouls. Forced into a
In the first half, he's probably got things in his game that he doesn't get to show a lot, and that's fade away.
No, Egwu up to 12 points on 4 of 4 shooting. Gibson goes to Chavez, who comes up with a left-handed shot.
Oh, that is a great pass by Adam Gibson. Showed it once, looked like it was going to go up, and then just were able to stall the defense and just lobbed it up there. Beautiful finish, great pass.
Trying to draw contact. Shot clock to 10. Down play kick it, slow pass. Was deflected. Loudon's turnaround. Edward got into the back of Buford there and has been called for the back.
A lot of contact, gives a lot of contact out. No complaints from him. He just gets out of it.
Behind the shooting up to get that.
Brisbane by 2 tries. Glad it wouldn't work. Evans hands over to Smith. Field goal number 4. Evans. And Edward. 2. 4 from the field. His first field goal. Steph beyond the back in front.
That's 2 straight possessions for Brisbane. And late in the shot clock, have some tough shots hit on him.
Kick it, can't convert. Jervis got a piece of it, but Evans comes up with it. Now Scoochie Smith and Cairns grabbing some momentum here.
Well, that's better from Scoochie Smith, and that's what we want to see. We see it every so often from him, but just not enough.
Almost 4 minutes played, term number 3. Taipan back on top. 5 and 14 from deep. Another 2 since half time. Scoochie Smith short on the rim, tries the rebound in traffic. Draws a foul, and it's not sportsmanlike. He's going to wind Steve up.
Not really, because I mean, they were pretty clear on that rule. pretty obvious as he reached in.
Got to play for the ball. 2 plays for the ball.
I think, but that rule was put in place so we could get more shots in transition. We could have a more free-flowing game. So I understand that call. That one by, you know, that trying to get players not to block. That was one that I didn't like. But that one was a clear definition of how that rule is interpreted. Try and clean up the game, get some more fast breaks.
Like, I agree with you. When I first looked at it, that replay, although we get the benefit of the replay as we know, but it didn't look like he touched him.
I came in with a different mindset. I was coaching my local team who got a technical this week, so I'm really trying to lay out the rest.
Cairns has 5 turnovers in the game. Brisbane's team, one of the best teams in terms of looking after the ball. It's the 4th foul on Cairns in this quarter. He's in Brisbane at the free throw line. Still got 5.5 minutes left in this quarter. It's been a problem for them. Just want to put it 10 to the floor here. Next week is Disney round 2. Going to be some fantastic activations with $2,000 up for grabs and the Aladdin Stage Show and cinema passes and special guests and NBL what a great job the NBL does in terms of family entertainment, collaborating with perhaps the best family organisation in the world, Disney. That's Monday the 21st to Sunday the 24th of December, Disney round 11.
That's unbelievable work by him. You've got to say that's just
10 seconds. Jerry Evans Jr. will go.
Steve, come on, you got something to say.
Well, you know, you guys have kids that are young enough to go to that. Mine, I've got to buy them. I got to just promise them drinks all night for them to spend any time with me.
Well, maybe you can get them to the Harlem Globetrotters because they're coming back to where they're going to be touring in April next year. April 13 to 22. They're in Australia for 10 days. And then Sydney to Perth is the rest. What a fantastic entertainment package that is. Kick it, gets down low, just his 2nd field goal and gets Brisbane back within a point. This game still up for grabs. The 2 sunshine stoushes we've seen so far have been decided by 8 points or less. Glidden looked good off the hand, but it's short on the rim. Starting to happen for the Tigers.
Would just take that jump shot. Mitch McCarron was open, but he able to pass it. Look at him. Easily just jump shot it. So aggressive tonight.
It's a running start on that drive. You know, and he probably got in the habit of doing that when he was shooting the basketball poorly outside the 3-point line. Just couldn't buy one that he was hitting last year. Just had to figure out a way to be effective, get himself to the foul line.
Look at that heart rate. His maximum is 199 beats per minute. On average, 170 right now. He's feeling a little bit at the line of 180.
What an arm wrestle underway here Thursday night. Knocks over, holds himself to the bucket. Here in the third to tie it away. Inside the last 4.5 minutes of the third. Weeks picks up the dribble, needs help. Evans is there. Shot clock 8. Glidden, Mark Gibson, found an opening. Shot on the 7 from the field and 1 of 5 from deep. Here's kicking, deep dangerous. Here's Glidden to Australian. Boomers go at it. Kick it. Picked it up as tries to reach the double figures.
Great defense Evans, great steal, great finish. That's exactly what Cairns are good at. When they're out in the lanes, they can get those steals.
Gibson, here's Mitch Young, former Taipans player working against Eggwood. Threw it up, missed the line, it trickles out of court. Mitch Young sees it out. Referee didn't see it that way.
Now you have a look at here, Adam Gibson. I don't know if we get to see that. Steve, you talk about the play that was called for the unsportsmanlike before. Adam Gibson was about to go at that ball to play and stood up because he doesn't want to get called for that unsportsmanlike. Good defense by him, but it does fuss him down. That's what he's saying. It's the back of mind for some players' minds.
Taipans by 2, 3.5 left in the third. Trying to improve their record on the season. Seven Taipans have now been 7 out of 10 over the season. With 5 on the shot clock. Looks there, but looks like the score against Tarangi. They ran out of ball. Forced into a tough line. Tarangi's ball was terrific there, and now Holt. Bruce and Buford. Starter on the floor for Brisbane here at the moment. Interesting substitution. Ray Lamanis in his 300th appearance as coach. Weeks in the corner. Him open.
He's one of those automatic guys. You get a ball reversal to him, he is going to knock that thing down. He shoots a million of them a week, and he is super consistent with that thing.
Timeout called here. 2:54 left in Sunday's action. It's Sydney against
Sunday afternoon, the Kings get one more shot at redemption before their season slowly starts slipping away. This is their chance for a roadkill. Kings, Taipans, Sunday at 3. Don't miss it.
Well, the Kings and the Taipans have played twice already this year. They played here 2 weeks ago. Cairns won by 9 after they played 2 nights earlier in Sydney with the Kings winning by 9, which suggests it'll be a 9-point game on Sunday the Kings' way. Of course, it doesn't work out that way, but important game for Cairns. Has re-injured his calf. Well, 3 and 12 on the bottom of the ladder. Wonders where what's going to change for them, Steve.
This year. And I mean, it's almost like a big surprise that Kevin Lish was out. And even if he was coming back, I mean, it was great to see them have a full lineup. Todd Blanchfield hopefully comes back soon. Great to see the full strength. Just didn't expect things to go poorly for him and have bad luck.
Reports this week as well. Former Sydney Kings player, but only for 1 season, where Phil Smith has now joined the coaching staff as well. Not sure how input that will be as much time as Buford. Phil Smith is going to be coming in and helping out a little bit there. Got to give him credit for trying to
Talk about Trinity's really getting after it effort-wise. Got 7 rebounds of his own. But you can't help but feel he's getting out of the league by Mitchell Cameron.
Phil Smythe and Andre Lamanis, who coaches his 300th game here tonight. People who have won a championship as a player and won a championship as a coach. There's Mitch McCarron just getting a look at his knee.
This is really count. I mean, he was on the team.
92 with the Magic. He was there.
Come on, that's not good. You're picking on bench guys now, aren't you?
Scored it down the tunnel there to see some treatment. So try and get an update on that. But McCarron leaving the game is not a good sign for the Cairns Taipans. Arguably their best player. Jerry Evans grabs the rebound.
Steve having to go with the bench players.
Whistle off the ball here. Foul's going to be called on Brisbane. Obviously, continuation waved away. Bruce was in the vicinity, may have picked up his first foul, and Brisbane's fourth in this quarter. Taipan's already over the limit. Let's get a look at McCarron's injury here. May have knocked knees there. Some friendly fire with Jerry Evans, and he's been escorted into the change rooms.
That's a bump on the knee. Let's hope it's just. Oh yeah, he looks too. But a lot of times those they're just like, you know, bone on bone. And hopefully that'll be okay. Hopefully no structural damage.
A little over 2 minutes out from three-quarter time. Loudon from close range couldn't connect. This hasn't been his night shooting-wise. 2 of 8 from the field now. Alex Loudon just opens the door. Brisbane needed to catch a break. And inside the last 2 minutes of this quarter, down 4. Starting this quarter leading by 3. Brisbane need to get something happening. As Bruce looks for penetration, kicks outside. Tarangi looking for his third 3 of the game, and he knocks it down. Cairns have got 3 threes as a team. Tarangi's got 3 of 4 individually. Loudon from Weeks to Damon Hire. Hold on the retreat. May have stepped out of court. Nice reverse finish there from Hire.
Well, not great defense by Holt, but where is the defense? He held someone on the split line for Brisbane as well. Pretty poor defense all round.
Fans reach the half century. Kick it at the other end. Provides 2 to get Brisbane back to within 1.
You know, with Hire scoring that point on the other end of the floor, the last possession, if a team is struggling to shoot the ball from the perimeter, why would you close out so hard?
It's a fair point you make, Steve. Here's Loudon the 2.
There's no question about that. We thought it would happen as well, and both teams now. Nice offense. Defense has been good, but offense has just been better.
They had 28 at half time, the Taipans. They've got 24 in this period, and Tarangi drills another 3. His 4th of the game. A level turn.
3 3-pointers. Hit the ball well. Maybe you should stay attached to him.
That equals his career best in terms of threes, Tarangi, with 4. Loose ball, Holt get up higher. Shot clock to 10. Jared Weeks. On pass for Evans. Evans comes up with the Brooks. Evans with double figures. Closing in on three-quarter time. Holt takes it hard to the rack. It rattles around the rim and falls. And it counts, so we are tied at 54 when these teams play back in round 3. It was tied at 49 at three-quarter time. We're tied at 54 in this one between Cairns and the Brisbane Bullets. Fourth quarter action, it's going to be tight.
Put some imagination into that one to get into the Christmas spirit.
54 apiece, Brad Rosen, who wins?
Still going with Cairns.
Steve?
I'm going with Cairns as well.
Okay, we'll go with Brisbane. Here's Glidden. Out of sorts most of the evening, has coughed it up here. Bruce took it away from him. Weeks got a piece of that, starts the play. Evans bobbled the pass, is now fouled, gets it done, chance for a 3-point play. Suggestion of a travel in there as well. It's all happening.
I think that had one of everything. There was turnovers, there was travels, fouls, the shot clock reset. Don't know if Brisbane had full control of that.
I tell you what, if Stephen Holt bobbled it like that, it would have been a travel, not a foul. The rains, it pours.
In the context of the game, where the biggest lead was 9 in the opening quarter, and since then never more than 5. That is an important play. Taipans by 3. Aaron Buford. Points so far. Pressure. Has 11.
A number of years together, and that coach is not happy.
You know it's triple.
He's added angry cure there. He obviously did something that wasn't part of what the offensive set was.
Off the ball here. Kick it to Weeks, changing that in the vicinity as well. Seconds, so 1 team foul apiece here in the first minute of the last quarter.
Well, Andre Lamanis might be aware of where he has to go next. This is a game. This is a football game, right? Teams aren't playing great. They can pick one up.
Upstairs, comes up the fence to put Brisbane back in front.
I've been coming up with some plays.
Jerry Evans trying to audition for the job now vacated by Martin Carrera. Well, Evans, 15 points to lead all scorers. Has 8 boards as well.
Family had to fly him out here to come play. You would think that he'd be a pretty good option financially.
Lead changes again. Sean Bruce, 5 on the shot clock. Feeds Buford in the corner, needs to get it up quickly. Takes a hit from Weeks, couldn't get a whistle. Scoochie Smith doing his best to turn it over as well. Buford called for the foul. He doesn't like it. It's going to be his first personal.
Unlucky foul, but it was a foul. He's just reached in there as Scoochie was able to call it. You see it here, open it a little bit, just come straight in. Not much contact, but that's enough to call the foul.
I think he's more frustrated with the contact than the shot instead of that contact.
Scoochie Smith teams tries with 15 assists. Scoochie just 3.
That's just a missed defensive assignment. Stephen Hall barking at one of his teammates. Struggled, a wide open look.
Back-to-back buckets against Kickett. He's going through the motions at the moment. Brisbane don't seem to be switched on enough for my life.
This is what the trouble with Brisbane has been. In the fourth quarter, Cairns have lifted the intensity here. Couple of good stops. That man, he's back, so hopefully the knee's fine. We'll see him back in here very shortly. But Brisbane, they really need to get going here. Otherwise, this game will get going.
Scoochie Smith with it. The field. 3 points. Engwood firing a high arcing 3. Can't get it. Gets the rebound and wants to play up tempo as well. Jervis quickly up the floor, draws Engwood out of the paint. Terrific. Block the shot. Opens up for kick. It was fouled by Loughton. His third person. Team foul. Cairns in the score.
Now house.
That's a good push, but it's still I like how he's getting a lot more aggressive in this game. Forces the issue, makes Engwood come up with a tough defensive opponent.
To go playing for Melbourne, he was well in the L6 team, so he's got the work to bring that in a little bit in the Brisbane lineup at the moment. Gibson super shot clock. To go, Engwood. Good violation call from Jervis. Over 3 minutes played in the final quarter. 5-4 since quarter time. His margin has been no bigger than 5.
Well, not surprised with these substitutions. Tarangi has had a great game so far.
Weeks in game number 100. It's Glidden. Close attention came from Gibson. He cocked it up. Buford has tries in support. Couldn't find a pass lane. Buford wants to go.
He with nothing. It looked like he was going to get it. But what a beautiful finish by Buford. Scoochie, nice pass.
Looked like Shane Warren throwing it behind the guy and hitting the wicket.
Just need to attend to the floor. This is the 300th NBL game for Brisbane coach Andre Lamanis. What a record he's got with Cairns. He coached his first ever game against Cairns and lost. Coached his 200th game against Cairns and lost. But did come back to capture his first championship against Cairns in 2011. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind losing the 2 first ones to get that first championship. 11, 12, 13. He won the title with New Zealand. Coached Amateur Championship in that group. Cal Bruton Sr. is the third member of the foursome. To be called on that one here. His fourth personal and third team foul on the Taipans. We'll give our viewers at home some think time to come up with the fourth member of that foursome who has played and coached in an NBL championship. So it was Cal Bruton Sr., Andre Lamanis and Phil Smythe. Great job. Travis tried to score in this final quarter. Smith beats Evans. Now McCarron, Egwu. Who's going to take the shot here? Shot clock at 10. Gibson bats down the pass. McCarron busted play. Well, with a try rebound that grabbed the momentum here. Gibson had scored. Tarami. Egwu feeds Jervis, who's now he will go to the free throw line where we know he's a reliable conveyance.
I was just about to say, when they fouled him, he was either going to get 2 or 3, depending on whether that went in.
From Jervis will go
So
to
reliable
2.
with the foul. Worked hard enough to try to jinx him.
Nice work. Two-time championship winner and Rookie of the Year in 2014. So we're tied at 64 with 5 and a bit minutes left on the clock here. Travis Trice going to have to head to the bench.
Substitution by Travis Trice.
Into the floor as well. So we've got now some fans at home, the audience, some big time there. The fourth person has played close. We've got the last one. So there you have it. 4 people in NBL history to play and coach an NBL championship. Phil Smythe, Andre Lamanis, Cal Bruton Sr. and Jerry Lee. Of course, a lot of fun in the commentary box this season in terms of the NBL fantasy Steve.
In this competition, anybody that has moved up 3 places in 1 week.
You moved up 3. You down the bottom.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you move up 3 places. I'm telling you, the Sydney Kings would like to move up 3 places on the ladder in 1 week.
Well, I tell you, now Sean Redditch called me out on Sunday. We're looking forward to our challenge, first versus second. Well, at the moment, 165 to 147. Sean Redditch leads me at the moment. And I think because
Make sure we get loud.
he's done here,
Big Brown.
next week as well.
Get the line down, boys.
He's opened the door. Travis Trice to get some minutes on Dre. I might be a chance here. Newman, in fact, is carrying Sean Redditch's team. He's captain at the moment. Captain Travis isn't there. So we can get Travis involved a little bit more and there could be an upset. 64 apiece is the Portland wager here. And you can still join the NBL Fantasy Competition. Join anytime you like. $100,000+ in prizes up the grab. Car into the game. Set you up in a VIP situation. It's worth having a look at. But it really keeps me entertained in games that I'm not calling. Because I've got players. If your players are out there, you don't support a team. You support those players in teams. That's another dimension to this year's Ricky Jackson National Basketball League coverage. That's good. Disney round, next round. Involved with that. Especially this someone is Buford drawing a foul on Evans, and that's the 5th team foul on Cairns. So 3 throws to come for Perrin Buford, who's 3 of 4 from the free throw line so far tonight.
That's the second time they've got themselves in the bonus with 4 minutes and 39 seconds, and then last quarter it was over 5 minutes. Brisbane were going to the foul.
Second time over, clear out for him as well. They're getting the ball on the sideline, and he's just able to take his man. The last time it was on McLaren, and he was able to give it to Jervis for a 2 free throws, and this time that's going to 2. So that was a
Bullets have scored the last 6 points here. Evans has scored just 10. 5.5 minutes of the final quarter, and then to find an offensive option. Edward picks up the dribble. He's split. 2 of 2 from the field. Swung on again for Perrin against the taller Buford. Big ask here. Leads Evans, who fires the 3. He's successful. Loose ball. Against the much taller opponent. Garrett in traffic. Evans.
well, we talk about extra possessions, and that was their 10th offensive rebound. Pass by McLaren, and now Evans Jr. goes to the line to make it a 3-point play.
When Terang makes the wrong decision, he had 2 guys, and he leaves the layup guy to shade towards the 3-point shooter.
6 of 4. The game. It's your man. It's not in your fantasy.
Well, that's a season high now for Jerry Evans. His tries taking them on, knocked down. Comes up with a 2.
Workhorse.
Nice rebound. Puts it back up. And wasn't he happy about it?
Both teams have led in each of the 4 quarters so far. The Queensland first score here in the final quarter. 12 points, 9 boards now for McCarron. Beat the Cairns last year. Beats Jervis, who enjoys the flush.
Beautiful offense from Travis Trice. Shook his defender, goes baseline. Help had to come and just was able to give it to Tom Jervis.
Couldn't complete it inside the last 3 minutes. Brisbane up 1 with possession. Time man's over the limit in terms of fouls. Here's Tarangi feeding Jervis, who's fouled. Tarangi knocked down Jerry Evans. I thought he was fouled, but the referees didn't see it that way. 3 throws to come for Brisbane here.
Well, a nice play by Tarangi. Tom Jervis doing what Tom Jervis has done his whole career, being in the right place at the right time. Goes to the line for 2.
Cairns got great service out of Patton last week. He hasn't touched the court.
Cheeseburger time. Come on. Go with it, Steve.
You were working hard for that one, too.
The time has got here to 45 left on the clock. It's Brisbane leading by 2 points. What has been a thoroughly enjoyable and entertaining affair. This team's clashed back in round 3, and it was Brisbane winning by 5. They clashed in round 6. Brisbane won by 8. Here we are again. As you take a look at the Brisbane Bullets schedule coming their way, as I mentioned, the Wildcats they have to play on Saturday. You get a week off. They play Sydney at home. Then they've got another 3 away games after that. And Wollongong against the Illawarra Hawks. Tough schedule for Brisbane, but I think that they're still well and truly in the mix. If they can find a way home here, They go to 6 and 8. They are closing in on third position where 7 wins holds down third.
You know, anything's possible with, you know, a team that has struggled like they have.
There's the Taipans next 4. And they go to Sydney on Sunday. Then they have a week off. They head to Adelaide on Christmas Eve. Then head to Illawarra. They're back here on New Year's Eve to host Perth. Remembering they hosted Perth here earlier this season. They pounded the Wildcats by 21.
Let's go, Taipans! Let's go!
They made Melbourne United look second rate.
Well, they
They made Perth look second rate.
beat New Zealand in New Zealand and then lost on the buzzer here at home to New Zealand. And so 6-3 from the
Taipans! Let's go!
Speaking of coaches that could be championship players and coaches, Paul Benara.
adding to the list. Scoochie Smith, shot clock to 5. Someone's going to have to be brave here. The captain, Glidden, says, I'll try my luck. But it hasn't been his right shooting well. 2 of 7 from deep in the paint, an offensive rebound, and Terry Evans is in trouble. Ball knocked out of court, passed by Brisbane. Well to reach down and help Glidden come off the floor. Given the enormity of this game and how tight it's been.
These offensive rebounds are Brisbane really need to box out, get a body, and get up and get that rebound.
2 and a bit minutes left on the clock. Such an important clash. Queensland Derby. Glidden retreats. Egwell all the way to Scoochie Smith. It's 1 of 7 from the field. Scoochie Smith wants to get a little closer. Top line. Kicken is called for the foul. Any circumstances there for kicking.
Number 14, and his second personal foul. Team
The
sport.
other way. And going down.
Shoot 2 for the senior personal hands by man.
If he was able to just lay off of that reach, there was no way that Scoochie was going to make the play.
Senior personal hands by man.
He said you brought that arm down. That's the right call.
Scoochie's a 79% free throw shooter, 34 of 43 in the season, gets there more than any other player for the Taipans. It's 1 of 2 tonight, and 1 of 3. A bit tougher with 2 minutes left on the clock in the last quarter, the free throws. And you're down 2.
He's their primary ball handler. He has the ball.
30 seconds.
Point inside the last 2 minutes. To the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 so far in the game.
Point guards out there. That is how you get to the basket. Cross over the mid, and he didn't just take off. He slowed it down a little bit because he just had to see how he hesitates there just a little bit so that he knows Egwu, who's coming behind him, is going to foul. Great work by Travis Trice.
10 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. That was Trice so far.
A good point guard is making plays like that. This league is loaded with point guards that make big plays down the stretch for the team.
82% from the stripe this season as well. 72. For the Bulls and never looked like this is there. Extends out to 3. Third quarter, that's how tight it's been. The bounce pass to Carey, traffic beats Glidden, they share it around Scoochie Smith.
Here we go, big defensive stop. Team pass.
Traffic from that side out.
8-second violation. Taipans ball. This is the Telstra Business Center. And sponsored by Quality Utilities timeout ball for the senior investment hands by man.
Again, Cairns been able to shut down their opponents. They scored into this game a team to more than 10 points under their season average. They just find a way to win the Taipans. Don't rule them out just yet with 1:18 left on the clock. There you see the shot clock, the shot chart for both teams. 39% for the Taipans overall, 43 for Brisbane. Bullets coming in here at 49% on average to lead the NBL, and 41, which is the lowest in the NBL.
Well, you talk about a team, a good team is capable of when they shoot a poor percentage. You're talking about the Cns Taipans. They can win a game when they're shooting in the 30s. And you think that's crazy? They do it a lot.
It's just because they're well structured, Steve. You're right. Look at that chart. There's a lot of green under the basket. And that's not just so much breaking someone down. That's just good offense that you're able to pass the ball and do what you want to do to get a win. But geez, how good McCarron's been. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 of those offensive. No turnovers. It's just a real good team.
How about Buford? This is a close game, so, you know, the MVP, I think, should be on the winning team unless the player that loses has like 40. And Buford has got 12 rebounds.
And he's got 8 of their 19 points in this quarter, Steve. He's really turned it on in the last quarter. Aaron Buford has got it all year. Top 10 in the league in scoring and rebounding and block. Here's McCarron firing the triple. Loose ball. They get another chance. Taipans down 3. Here's the play.
Well, timeout by Andre Lamanas, but we've spoken about it a number of times. The offensive rebound, great energy by Cans. They just kept crashing it. McCarron again, and Scoochie Smith finally gets one to drop.
They're going to restrict Brisbane, you would think, to their lowest score of the year here. They've been so consistent, Brisbane. Their last 9 games, they've scored in the 80s. 81 is their season low at the moment. They've got 73. They lead by a point. Only numbers that really matter to be in front. The final Hooter goes.
How about the energy? You know, there have been a lot of players that have displayed a lot of energy tonight for both teams. But McCarron, you know, he's 4 of 10, so he hasn't had an outstanding shooting night. He's got tough situations where they really needed
spectacular. This is spectacular. The Harlem Globetrotters, there are the dates, folks. Look for your local game. They're playing 10 games in 10 days. They've done it in 123 countries. 7th Guinness World Records. Saturday, 21 April at Adelaide is when they get to my hometown. I'll be going to check out the Harlem Globetrotters, who this week signed a brand new recruit. Check it out, harlemglobetrotters.com. It is worth getting a look at.
Do you know that Corey Homicide Williams played for the team that played against the Globetrotters? The Washington
Generals.
Exactly. Paid to lose.
You can hear half of Australia talking about that right now.
Buford comes up empty, the Taipans with a chance to take the lead here. Feed Scoochie Smith. The shot clock some 12 seconds inside the back. It's come down to the last couple of plays. Scoochie Smith kick it on the
Scoochie Smith! Oh my God, 2 huge fouls to finish the game. What a beautiful one. Throws it in with the left hand and kicks it up by 1.
Well, Brisbane with 17 and a half seconds left on the clock. What do they do here, Steve?
Well, they've got to leave this play behind them. That is just appalling defense by the Brisbane Bullets. A tough situation where they need a stop. They give an uncontested layup, but I'd say you'd have to go to Buford. A little misdirection, get it to him, isolated on the wing, and then you have to get the perimeter shooters spaced out.
Right there in the on-ball stand. I can't believe enough teams that don't do it. The big Bounces the crowd. Oh, Jason Coleman, you said it's not over yet. Tries. What a beautiful move. Pretty good defense, but it was just unbelievable. Look at this. Loud moving those young legs, but no sir. Teardrop and drops it.
Pretty simple. They force the switch and go right at the mismatch. No way Alex Lapson can guard Travis Trice. And he wanted the ball in that situation. We talked about guys that want the ball with the game on the line. There's so many point guards. It's hard to even think of all of them right now that want the ball in that same situation and want to make that same play.
Well, let's see now. Do Brisbane learn what just happened in the other time down in this bed with do they show slip Steve.
This is where doesn't have a because he's been pretty good at being aggressive and drawing the double team or turning the corner himself.
Well, the thing they've got is they've got 10 seconds, which is plenty of time. And so they're able to get it on board. To me, I'd go an on board with Alex Loughton so he can flare. And then if he can't